Welcome in, guys, to where I do my NFL week, where I'm back to do the NFL weekly picks, week 9 into the NFL. Again, we start off with tonight's game. Recording this obviously on Thursday. I'm recording this now on a Thursday night, so this will go up probably Friday morning, Friday afternoon at some point. So tonight's game, Thursday night, we have the Texans and the Jets. Again, I said this a couple of days ago. Again, we're still playing the Jets and Giants on prime time. I understand it's Aaron Rodgers, it's a New York market. Bit of thing for this one, bit of a difference to this one. We had CJ Strauss, which again, hopefully we're going to find some entertaining football. I know that Joe Mixon got injured after week 8 and he's going to be out for the rest of the year with his leg. Big loss for the Texans, in my opinion. I'm going to go for the Texans here on the road to win -2. Early Sunday games, we got those damn Cowboys. That's right, the Cowboys. The NFL are learning and they're like, yeah, we're not going to put fucking Cowboys on prime time anymore. Thank you. Can you do that for the Steelers, Giants, Jets, all the teams that are fucking dumpster fire? That'd be great. So we have the Cowboys and the Falcons. I'm going to go for the Falcons to win here, -2.5. I've really, again, you look at the Cowboys, America's team, that gets thrown on there every year. But, again, the Cowboys, it's a typical season for them. It's a typical season for them. Dak Prescott isn't performing. Mike McCarthy is still the head coach for some weird reason. Doesn't matter how much they invest. You can say, they lost Tony Pollard in the offseason to the Titans. It's like, yeah, but you're supposed to be the Cowboys. Like, remember again, I always say, like, the Cowboys are the 1990s version of the Bears. Love to talk about the past, but never the present. But give me the Falcons -2.5. Then we have the Broncos on the road to the Ravens. Ravens had a upset loss to the Skid Marks last week in a division game on the road. Ravens are at home for this game though. Giving the Ravens here, but I want the Broncos to cover the spread. They have Ravens are heavy favorites with a 9.5 point spread. They're -9.5 favorites, but I want the Broncos to cover the backdoor spread. But yeah, Ravens to win and Broncos to cover. Then we have the Dolphins and the Bills. Dolphins coming after a defeat to the Cardinals last week. Giving the Bills here -6 at home. Then we have the Panthers and the Saints in a division game. Again, Panthers fans, keep tanking, guys. Keep tanking. You'll find that quarterback one day in 2025, 2026. You'll find your guy, but I'll give it the Saints here, -7. Yeah, Saints to win, -7. Saints to win. Then we have the Raiders. With the Raiders we have the Raiders on the road to the Bengals. I'm gonna have the Bengals to win. I know that both teams are both dumpster fires this year, Bengals and Raiders. Bengals going off a defeat to the Eagles last week. Raiders coming off a defeat as well. I'm going to have the Bengals to win at home and the Raiders to cover the backdoor spread. Then we have the Chargers. Jim Harbaugh's Chargers. Again, the Chargers have got to go to Cleveland. They've got to go to the Skid Marks. I'm sorry for everybody whoever lives in Cleveland. Like, I don't want to offend anybody, but come on. Your team's the Skid Marks. The Chargers here, -2.5. Then we have the Commanders versus the Giants. Commanders coming off that great win against the Bears last week on prime time, on the late Sunday game. Then we had the Giants coming off a short week this week when they was on the road to the Steelers. They lost to the Steelers. I'm going to go for the Commanders here, -3.5. Then we have the Patriots and the Titans. I'm going to go for the Patriots here, -3.5. Then we go on to the late Sunday games. We have Bears football. Well, it was back to Bears football last week, so will it be a repeat of Bears football again with Wizard Waldron? We have the Bears on the road to the Cardinals. Cardinals coming off a win against against the Dolphins last week. The Bears coming off a road loss to the Commanders last week. I've gone for the Bears here. -1. Again, I still think, again, the Bears have to fire Matt Eberflus at the end of the year and fire Wizard Waldron. If they had any hope of actually becoming a championship winning team and playing championship winning football, Waldron has to go, Eberflus has to go, because these guys are not going to win you championships. I know Waldron's had a good couple of games with Caleb Williams, but if you want Caleb Williams to be him and be the guy and win your championships and get you to division games, get you to championship games and Super Bowls, you're going to have to change the head coach and change the offensive coordinator to get the best out of Caleb Williams. So I'm going for the Bears in -1. Then we have the Eagles. We have the Jags, who are on the road to the Eagles. Eagles coming off a win against the the Eagles came off a win last week. Eagles are -7.5 favorites. Obviously, Jags lost to the Packers last week at home. I'm gonna go for the Eagles to win, and I'm gonna have the Eagles win, and then Eagles to win, and then giving the Eagles to win -7.5. Then we have the Lions versus the Packers. Division game for the NFC North. We gotta win this game. Both teams won last week. Lions got a great home win against the Tennessee Titans, 52-14, and then the Packers got a great road win to the Jags. I'm gonna go for the Lions here, -3.5. Then we have the Rams and Seahawks, another division game. I'm gonna go for an upset here. I'm gonna go for the Seahawks to win. I know they fell off a bit last few weeks, but last few weeks they have fallen off a bit. But you look at that Rams secondary and the defense in that secondary. They are gettable in the secondary and the defense side of the ball, especially with no Aaron Donald now, and he's been retired. So I'm gonna go for the Seahawks here if they can really get at that secondary, that midfield. Give me the Seahawks -1.5 at home. I'm gonna go for the Seahawks -1.5. Then we have the prime time Sunday night game. The Indianapolis Colts travel to the Vikings. The Indianapolis Colts a couple of days ago came out and said that Anthony Richardson is going to be benched for this week because he said a stupid comment after last week's game saying he's tired after that one of the plays in the fourth quarter, and it was a stupid comment. Just let him play. The team isn't going to do shit this year, and if you think you want to win some meaningless games with Joe Flacco as your quarterback. Look, Joe Flacco's probably a nice guy, but again, the reason why you invested so heavily in a quarterback, again, you invested a first-round pick on Anthony Richardson nearly 2 years ago. Just stick with it. I know he's had the concussions, but again, you need to fix the secondary to stop him from getting so many hits. But I've gone for the Vikings here -5.5. Then the Monday night game, we have the Buccaneers and the Chiefs. Entertaining game for this. Buccaneers and the Chiefs, former Super Bowl rematch a number of years ago. Chiefs are at home for this game. I'm gonna go for the Chiefs to win -9.5, and that is my week 9 picks. I know I said last week I was gonna put the picks in the comments. I didn't get a chance to do that, but I will absolutely do that for this week's picks. And give me your picks in the comments, guys.